Oh my goodness gracious me. I was gonna do an intro and then they started the 2-minute countdown. Marbles. Marbles. In The Sims 4. I freaking love marbles. That sounds weird, I know. But I go sea glass hunting whenever there is a marble in my sea glass hunting haul. I'm gonna cry. It's just something for kids to do. I shouldn't be as excited about this as I am, and yet here I am. Anyway, hi everyone, it's the EnglishSimmer here, and we are about to react to the brand new trailer for the brand new expansion pack in The Sims 4. I have no idea what this is called yet. I have a feeling it's gonna be juicy. Let's get into it. Not all images appear in the game. There are boats. I doubt they're usable. I mean, this kind of looks like the background that we saw teased. I don't think it was. I think that was for growing together. So we have a new greeting. Oh, those boots. Hopscotch as well? Stop it. Oh my goodness. They are actually adding things for kids to do. Those look like they look like apartments. And they were built themselves. Landlord, tenant. Oh, I love that hair. Oh my goodness, that is incredible. I don't think I signed up to have snoopers around. My city living neighbors are already like a lot. New tea set, obviously loads of new food. We saw a dish that resembled pad thai in the quarterly. It's kind of giving city living right now. You've got a man listening to music. I mean, we have noise complaints in city living. They can come out in like a maid's outfit and stuff. The electricity looks like it's gone down in the apartment. Got new markets. What? This snooper? Is she breaking in? Do we have burglars? Are we getting burglars back? Is that like this? I mean, if it is, I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I love, has it got mold? Is she just gonna hide it like an actual landlord? They look like they can get mold infections. Oh my goodness, they can die by mold. I mean, I don't know how I feel about that in the current living crisis. 7th of December. Is it called? It's called Sims 4 for Rent. That's not gonna get confusing at all. I honestly really like most of the CreatorSim assets that I have seen. Obviously, I've not seen them in like too much detail, but they look really, really good. We have another, short, spiky. I mean, to be fair, this one's shorter than a lot of like the spiky cropped hairs that we've had recently. Is this a cap? It looks like it. That doesn't look like a base game cap. I actually really like that. Love the pigtails that she has in. The clothes look really sick because it's obviously like a warmer climate. It's definitely Thailand inspired, I think. Honestly, I'm gonna hazard a guess that this is just purely decoration, like the steamboats that we have in the Sims 4 base game. Very excited about hopscotch. I actually only learnt the real rules of hopscotch this summer. I had never ever thought to look them up. I'm just more excited that kids get stuff to do. Obviously, we have marbles. I don't know what this is. She looks like maybe she's like protecting the environment. This has like a little paw print, which makes me think of like protection of animals, but this is like the only bit that we really like see when it comes to it. I feel like this doesn't go into detail, so I have no idea what this sim is like showing off. Spirit houses are included, which is really, really cool to see. Okay, so this is like apartments, an apartment block literally being built from the ground up, like on a regular lot, which I know that this is something that Simmers have wanted to see. I'm already thinking there's definitely gonna be comparisons between this and City Living. Obviously, City Living was like, what, the 3rd expansion that released for The Sims 4. I don't know how different these are gonna feel. Like, obviously it would have been the best outcome possible, this like added to City Living, but that hasn't happened, and so I definitely know that there's gonna be feedback about this. I will say, like, the noise complaints and like the noisy neighbors definitely seems very comparative to City Living, so I think it's nice that we finally can build our like own apartments and stuff like that. And I feel like Simmers are going to get so much use out of this. This is also great, like if you play a generational family and you actually want Sims to like live together in the same property, but kind of have their own spaces. I feel like that's kind of hard to do in The Sims 4 right now. It is possible, but it's definitely harder. Interested to see how that's actually going to work like within the gameplay, because obviously this doesn't really show you too much like the ins and outs of that. I think this is also honestly a like step in the right direction to having like multifunctional lots, like being able to properly like live above a restaurant without having to own like another land or property. We have the property owner over here. I did say I don't know how I feel about this in like a cost of living crisis. I will say it's also unfortunately very accurate to how landlords treat their tenants a lot of the time, especially in like flat blocks that I see out in Manchester. Like a lot of people are suffering with mold and like ding duck stuff and like stuff that never ever gets fixed by their landlords or the property owner. Love this hair. I think that hair is absolutely stunning. Reminds me of my grandma's, which is just so cute. He's got wet socks. I absolutely love this hair so much. The one that girlie had on, this one right here with like the little buns in the back, adorable. And then this hair too is so nice. I'm absolutely obsessed with it. Also a new stubbly facial hair. These tenants seem to be gossiping with one another. Obviously she is listening in. This art on the wall is gorgeous over here. But yeah, see, this is accurate. Like just throw something over it and the damage doesn't exist. I don't know what you mean. Snooper, is she a robber? I mean, I'm kind of glad that these are a thing if it does mean that we can break into apartments, which obviously we did see a little later on. I also really like this bob. I'm going to get a lot of use out of the Creator Sim assets. I already know. You obviously have the property owner trying to fix it up. We have a rice cooker, which I know so many of you. Obviously, that's kind of helped off the back of those small appliances that we just got in the kitchen pack. Oh, we got a new toy for toddlers, a little tiger plushie over here. This is also an electronic kettle, which we have yet to see, so I know I'm gonna get a lot of use out of that. We have teapots obviously within the game, but it would be sick if you can actually just like, I mean, you can make tea on this. We're literally seeing this woman do it. But yeah, very glad that we're also getting an electronic kettle. Oh, the food looks absolutely incredible. It looks so flipping good. He looks like he's getting burnt from the rice. And then obviously this is like the noise complaint. The marbles just sit on the side. That's so flippin' cute. This is where it starts getting similar to city living for me, because you can obviously, of course. I mean, we should have known. We all thought that this was like a business thing, but like obviously like a multi-living complex also has like signs like this. It was right in front of our eyes. Gosh darn it. He's just like dancing away listening to music really loudly, which again, accurate. I mean, reminds me of my neighbors. I have to go to sleep with my noise cancelling headphones on, probably more than I actually don't have to do it. So like, understandable. I get it. The lights obviously go off, so you can have power cuts. I don't know if you have to like actively play as like the property owner. I hope that's not the case. Obviously, she's kind of here with like an electrician like fixing it up. I doubt this is actually like a playable career. I'm intrigued to know how this pack works, you know. That's what I'm excited for. Like, this reveal trailer doesn't give too much of like the ins and outs of it. I'm really excited for the food that they are gonna bring to the markets, and then also the food that you are able to cook at home. Everyone loves a good little gossip in this town. Looks like a jewelry stall, so I'm kind of excited to see how this works. I thought I noticed that correctly when I watched it. market. I wonder what they are gonna sell. Obviously, you have the snooper over here making sure that those people are actually out of their apartment. I'm just gonna keep myself down here for the time being. Breaking in. Oh my god, the lock on the back of the door. I'm wondering if this is maybe tied to the klepto trait that we have in The Sims 4 in any way, but she's like barging on in here with a crowbar. Honestly, I'm just gonna have so much fun with these storylines. I've wanted like robbers and things like that. I love klepto, so just like adding onto that is gonna be so much fun. The drama that is gonna ensue, even just like breaking into like an ex's home to get like your stuff back and things like that. We have a squat toilet. Also love this window here. And then this is obviously the mold place. So the property owner comes over. Let's be real, she probably knew that this mold existed before. The tenant has probably told her time and time again. A new death within the game, and also more rundown stuff for those of you who like having more rundown apartments. I know people have been asking for stuff like that since City Living. Oh, the little plastic garden chairs. I'm obsessed with I know I keep going on about the marbles, but I absolutely. She's like, is she selling his stuff back to him? She robbed his house and then was like, oh, I can give it back to you for like some simoleons. Pay up and I won't tell anyone. She's blackmailing him. She truly just blackmailed him. The ghost has, can you pass that on? Can you pass the mold on? Kind of like with the rabid rodent fever in the My First Pet stuff. There's also a new grill over there. I know I keep moving myself around the page, but there's also a Sam Law, which is actually the kid's toy as well that we saw. So this is, I think, kind of showing that you don't need to just have like those multiple like apartment lots. You can just have like regular houses and stuff as well. Maybe that's what it's getting at. Hey, Barbie. I really love the build and buy mode and create a sim. I know I'm gonna get so much use out of both of those. And then obviously there is this early purchase content that we've started seeing when it comes to expansion packs. So you can actually get yourself a food cart. You can get this parasol with some little lights underneath it, and then also a fruit basket. I cannot believe it's called The Sims 4 for rent. Of course, we are gonna check out the wee little blog posts that the Sims usually post. So coming December 7th, we've already seen that. That's just telling you the fruit basket is actually just a display piece. So it is just for decoration. Streetside Stars Shade. The strategically strung light bulbs give it a soft glow in a unique experience that's perfect for dining under and makes it feel like the stars are within an arm's reach. And Quick Treats Grill, it said that food from the night market is the best. So here's a way to make street eats right at home. Property owner Sims can be present property managers living among their tenants, or they can live in a separate residence whilst generating income from several property investments. So this does actually sound that you can basically like play as one of the property owners, and then you just get like a constant income from your tenants, and you can also owe like multiple lots. If property owners don't keep their unit ratings high, they could face a tenant revolt. New residential rental lots give you the chance to get creative with multi-family dwellings. Give your Sims a basement suite to rent out. So literally you can create a basement that has like all full living spaces in it, and you can rent that out even in like a regular home. Create a duplex to keep two families close, or even build apartments. Now we know that people have pretty much been building like duplexes since we got The Sims 4 Get Famous, because some of those houses look like they could have been duplexes. I actually want to open this image up because it actually seems to go into like the inner workings a little bit better. Here you have outlined in pink one of the apartments. This is like the communal area, and then outlined over here in blue you have another separate thing. So I'm assuming that they're kind of just given by like maybe specific doors. It's been a while since I've played The Sims 2 Apartment Life, but I'm seeing people talk about how that's how it actually worked in like The Sims 2. Or maybe you just like select the rooms and then can like group them together. I really hope that this also comes with a gallery update for updating apartments and uploading them over there and just making them easier in general for people to download. Fingers crossed, that is my hope for this. Closeness can create harmony or drama. Sims in residential rentals. This is gonna get... We already have residential homes. We already have rental homes. Now we have residential rentals. It's kind of confusing. Will inevitably get tangled up in each other's lives. They'll socialize at potlucks. So there are kind of like new events. I'm assuming these may even like happen like weekly or maybe like monthly to kind of get your Sims to like meet your neighbors. Or maybe you just like host them, meet in the garden or other common areas. They have ample opportunity to discover each other's secrets by eavesdropping, snooping, or even breaking and entering. Now, I'm really hoping that you can break and enter any lot in the game, and it's not just with these like multi-residential rentals. Fingers crossed, please, Sims team. Explore a new world that's alive with possibilities. Visit the botanical garden. Oh my goodness. I'm kind of assuming that that works a little bit like the hiking places in Snowy Escape, where you can kind of like walk through and visit different places, but we'll wait and see. Leave an offering at the spirit house and discover an animal sanctuary. So that's actually what that woman was. That was the badge that she was showing. I'm excited to see what kind of animals they've actually introduced. One of the most iconic scenes, Tomarang, please correct me if I am pronouncing that incorrectly, has to offer is the night market, where your Sims will discover new foods and unique objects. I'm really excited to see how that jewelry store works. Inspired by a unique blend of traditional and modernity, Sims can immerse themselves in this Southeast Asian inspired world and discover various new exciting community activities. The Sims team proudly collaborated with Jason Chu, an Asian American rapper, social justice advocate, and cultural expert with family roots in Southeast Asia, to consult on the For Rent expansion pack to deliver more choices with how players explore and express their individuality. They also have a full link to his website, so I will actually also leave that in my description down below. Ooh, here we go. We have some of the recipes included. Tofu, pad thai, Burmese samosa soup, bangkuon. After their meals, Sims can enjoy a halo and Thai iced milk tea. We know apartments and multi-residential rentals have been highly requested by players. We wanted to ensure that this feature offered enriched and immersive gameplay that expands on the multitude of storytelling opportunities. New dimensions to housing options, enhancing overall depth and complexity of Sims relationships, personalities, and experiences. I'll be the judge of that. For the first time ever in Sims 4, Simmers can fully customize multi-unit dwelling where multiple Sims families can live on the same lot. This is possible in any livable Sims 4 world. Feature versatile wooden window shades, homes on stilts near scenic beaches, as well as historic bridges. For interiors, there are traditional wood carvings and rattan furniture available alongside traditional Southeast Asian inspired rugs, chairs, tiles, and lamps. I also maybe feel like this could open up like retired living spaces and like community living in that sense. So I do feel like the storytelling is definitely there in this expansion. I still feel like there's a lot to discover. Like I said, I definitely have questions about the actual gameplay and like whether the snooping and like breaking and entering is available in other lots and not just these like multi-residential ones. I'm hoping desperately that is the case, but I genuinely feel like Simmers' creativity is absolutely going to be there. I also love the representation. I'm seeing so many Southeast Asian Simmers on my timeline like celebrating and talking about the rep and just being so excited that their culture is finally being experienced in The Sims 4. Honestly, I've not really known how to like wrap up this video. I'm gonna be completely honest with you all. Like, I'm so happy for the representation, and I don't want to take that away from anyone or like anyone who is looking forward to this pack. And I can definitely see like very valid storylines being played out. I mean, I'm really excited to finally have multi-generational lots. That's the thing that I've really been wanting to see in The Sims 4, but I also fully can see people's opinion when it comes to the timing of this release. It does also hit home for people who are going through experiences like this right right now. And I just want to say, please be kind to each other in the comment section. There are going to be so many different thoughts and opinions on this one, so feel free to let me know how you feel. Thank you all so much for tuning into this video, and I will speak with you all in my next one. Bye now.